I went from zero to $23,000 within 2 weeks of starting this new business, all from building other people's online personal brands, and all while finishing up my college degree. This shift completely changed my life, and the biggest entrepreneurs out there like Andrew Tate, Iman Gaji, Gary Vee, they're all using it as well, but they're selling you on something else. You see everywhere online, you see it when you open up Instagram, you see 20-year-olds travel the world because of it, but you've never understood how to do it yourself. And no, I'm not talking about starting an SMMA or a job shipping business. This is something different. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 6 steps that led me to bank $35K per month within the first 16 weeks of starting this new unsaturated business model that is a literal blue ocean if you step foot in. Now, just to back this up, this is my Stripe. I'm gonna show you guys my Stripe, and the proof is in the pudding. So in the last week, I don't know if you guys can see this. Hopefully you can. Okay. 25K. I think you see cash collected. The yesterday's revenue is just like 11.8K. 11.3K. So let's get into it. Step number 1 is understanding your business landscape. I'll start by sharing a bit of my background. Like many people, I tried multiple different business models. Dropshipping, SMMA, affiliate marketing, you name it, I've tried it. And nothing actually clicked the way it did for me with personal branding. Unlike SMMA or affiliate marketing or e-commerce, personal branding isn't just a service. It's a relationship-driven business. And it's actually the best business to get started with if you're just a beginner. Like for me, the longest time, I've been trying to scale my SMA. I'd say for the last 3, 4, 5 years, probably since I first came across a few Iman courses, Sam Ovens. If you've been in the space, you know guys like them and the courses that they've consumed, the courses that they've launched. And for the longest time, I was trying to sell businesses on lead gen. Now, what I noticed over the years is like business owners, while they do need to generate more income, they don't really care about their business as much as they care about themselves, or the way they're perceived by others, by their friends, by their family, by peers around them within the same industry. This is why personal branding is very powerful, because it directly correlates to one's own self-perception of themselves. And when you get close to that person and you're able to completely shift the self-perception of themselves and the self-perception or the perception of other people of that person, then they'll hold on to you as if you're just giving them $1 million every month, which is why it works very well. Step number 2, embracing personal branding and understanding how to actually scale someone's personal brand, whether it was a founder, a CEO, a SaaS entrepreneur, whatever it is. If someone has something to sell and they need to showcase, what their knowledge is or what they know about the industry or the value that they have to give to the market, then you need to understand how to actually bring that out to their ideal target audience. So in this space, when you want to start and scale your own personal branding agency, there's 3 things that you need: an iPhone, an understanding of human psychology, and understanding how to use networking to your advantage. For me, I started with simple Reels, TikTok videos that showed the people behind the brands that I worked with. And that allowed them to build trust with their own audience. The biggest names do this. They don't just promote a single product, they build loyalty and they actually build a community around them. So I allowed clients to actually show who they are, what values they stand for, what their own interests are, what their perception is on the world, on their specific industry, and what kind of value they can bring to other people that relate to them. And through that, this is how you get someone's personal brand to start printing money and start generating revenue with it. Because in the end of the day, that's the goal. Step number 3, you need to understand how to leverage free value. Again, I always say this to everyone. The personal branding agency, it's not a videography business. It's not a photography business. You don't need to be the best editor or technical expert. It's a people's business. It's a people's game, a relationship-driven business. You gotta understand why this person wants to build a personal brand. What do they want to achieve with it? Some want to be perceived better in front of their friends, their family. Some want to use it to actually be an authority in their market. This is where you need to understand, what ticks for them, what ticks for a certain client, and you get to them through that by offering free value. Maybe it's a free video, maybe it's a free piece of content or an audit. I used to do this myself. For every client, before we started working together, I'd map out everything. I'd map out the content calendar, the content profile, and I'd show them how they could be delivering their value to their audience and how they can use their existing experience and pump it out to the world. And you want to make sure that when you are providing value, that person is worth it. I'm not going to go provide value to some person that runs a unprofitable business. Why? Because I would not want to secure that as a client. I work with big-time CEOs, big-time entrepreneurs, and someone that's actually worth growing a personal brand. Would you want to listen to someone about business that doesn't know how to run a business? Probably not. So it's not worth building their personal brand. Step number 4, using AI to automate and scale. Right now, my team does around, so we're 26 people. We pump out around 250 shorts per month. So Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, we pump around 250 per month of those for our clients. I would never be able to do any of this without the right automation or without leveraging other editors. And up until now, I haven't edited a single Reel or Short myself. Why? Because I've built the right team to do so. So if I were working, let's just say you start off growing your personal branding agency, you've got your first 1, 2, 3 clients, all right? And each client of those needs a certain number of content. If you were to spend time doing all these reels yourself, you will burn out between handling that and handling, your content team and handling shoots and stuff. No way. And up until now, I haven't done a single reel. Why? Because I'm not the best editor. So this is where you need a team, a skilled team for editing, script writing, the creative side, creative direction, the social media management, handling all of that so that you can focus on one thing and one thing only. Your client relationships, because that's what's going to be feeding the business month over month, year over year. So to give you an idea, some of the tools that our team uses now on the internal side, for client scheduling, for client social media management, we use Notion, obviously. We use things like Canva. We use Slack for internal team communication. And on the actual editing side, I know our editors use Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, Captions app, which is really good for generating captions using AI, CapCut as well, and a bunch of other video editing softwares. From the first client, you should be building your team and you should be automating, because this business picks up like fire if you do it correctly. Step number 5 is leveraging your network to sign on more clients. I'll give you an idea. After I acquired the first 1 or 2 clients, every single client after that came in through a referral. That's the most proven and hottest way of acquiring additional clients. Why? Because your method already worked for that person. And the best source of marketing is from a good word of mouth. You'll 100% trust your friend if they recommended to you a software or a new social media platform or something, even if it's a restaurant. Same thing goes for clients. If a client experienced tremendous growth or results working with you, other people within that same community is gonna want in. And the word is going to go around. Have you heard of Kareem? He's blowing people up on Instagram. He's blowing people up on TikTok. You should work with him. Oh, that's crazy. I've been waiting for someone like that. I've been trying to find someone like that. I don't know if I want to work with some random agency that's not specialized in it. I want to work with someone who's really, really specialized in growing a personal brand. This is exactly where your part comes into play. And the beautiful thing is that because your client is able to afford your services and you've worked with them, and you've actually gotten them great results, people within their same community and same network are likely within the same income status. So they're able to afford your services, whether you charge them 5K, 10K, 15K, even 20K. Why? Because they have sufficient income, and your ROI, when you work on the personal branding the correct way, will justify these prices. Step number 6, using proof-based selling. I'm always completely transparent with my clients. I'm completely transparent with any prospect that may want to work with me. Proof is in the numbers. I show them the numbers. I show them the client results that we've gotten. I show them who we have achieved this for. And if you're someone that wants to scale their personal branding agency and maybe you don't have results to your agency yet, work for free. Start acquiring your first case study, because mark my word, this case study will propel you for years to come in the future. You suffer now, but you get rewarded later on. Authenticity is everything in this field, and your results speak louder than words can. So that's the roadmap that took me from trying business model to business model and led me to banking 35K per month with this new unsaturated business model, which I coined the personal branding agency. I dropped SMMA, dropshipping, anything that was on my hand, and I pivoted to personal branding entrepreneurs and founders, and it's paid off like nothing else. Now here's the truth. You can go down and try this path alone, but you'll more than likely face these three things. Knowing how to structure your personal branding agency for maximum impact, knowing how to attract clients that are actually ready, willing, and able to pay for these services, and then actually closing them on a monthly retainer, structuring the personal branding agency, and then building the systems and automations to actually scale this agency and make sure that you're not fully in on the day-to-day work, and managing the team while growing your audience. That's why if you're someone who's a freelancer, if you're even an entrepreneur that's been in the SMMA space for a while, or you're wanting to build a business that's truly the most effective way of generating an income in 2024 and 2025, then go down to the description, click the link below. You can book in a call with me or one of our team members. We can show you how to start and scale your online personal branding agency and actually generate 10, 20, 30K per month, just like I've done and a handful of other mentorship clients. And we can do the same for you as well. Now, if you're a founder and you want to scale your own personal brand, and you can check out our profiles. We've scaled multiple personal brands around Dubai, US, Qatar, basically much of different places around the world, and we can do the same exact thing for you. It's a proven systematic method to scaling a personal brand on multiple different platforms, and we can do the same for you.